Hey guys, today I wanted to do a makeup tutorial for you on this makeup look. In all the time that I've ever been on social media, this is the #1 most requested makeup tutorial that you guys have ever wanted. I have repeatedly been asked for this makeup look over and over and over again. Why I haven't filmed it? I have no idea. Today I thought I would oblige and do that for you. I already have my foundation, concealer, blush, contour, brows, powder done, and I thought I would just show you how to do the eyes, and let's get into it. First and foremost, I want to say if my camera looks different or if there's anything weird, I'm still getting used to it. It's a brand new camera I just got. As you can see, it has autofocus. This is something I've never had on any camera before, and I'm still trying to get used to it. So it's gonna be really nice. In true spirit of the makeup look, I'm gonna flip on my backwards hat. I can zoom really far because it's a 135mm lens. Oh my god, it's in focus. Look. The entire makeup look was done with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture World Traveler palette. I believe this was limited edition, but don't fret. The entire makeup look was used with this, but I believe you can get all of these colors individually off of the ADH website. So if I can find them on there, I will link them in the description of this video. In case this palette is no longer available, I'm not sure. I bought it like a year ago. So starting off with a fluffy blending brush, this is my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, and the color Soft Peach. If you don't know, a transition shade is the color that you put down first. What is happening right here? Okay. The transition shade is the color that you put down first that's very similar to your skin tone, just a little bit darker so that all the colors can blend out on top of it. Ignore this little weird area right here. This is because my eye was watering and my concealer and everything is coming off. And now that our base is down, I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go in with the color Morocco. And I'm going to blend that a little further down right into the crease, not so high up. So because we're going to be working with dark colors today, I want to pack some powder underneath my eyes because the worst case scenario is that you get a bunch of fallout and it ruins the makeup that you did on your face. You could always do your eyes first and your complexion last. I did not do that today because I wanted to show you how to do it this way. So I've already powdered my face, so this isn't gonna cause any problems. It sometimes can look a little dry under your under eye, but if we spray it at the end, you'll be good. This is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder because that's right in front of me, but any powder will do, like the Coty Airspun, all of these. So then taking a smaller, more tapered brush, this is the Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease Brush. I'm going to run into that same color, Morocco, but I'm only gonna take it on the inner and outer portions of the eye. And I'm not going any higher than this crease right here. And because we already put those other shades down, it'll nicely blend. Don't worry, I'm going to change brushes soon so that it gets nice and precise. But right now for this color, because it's a lot lighter of a color, you can stay with a slightly fluffier brush. So this eye is going to be problematic, as you can see, because my eye was watering all morning. It's gonna be a little fucking bitch and try to play me. You can't play me, eye. You can just straight suck a dick. And taking that same brush and the color Fudge from that same palette, I'm going to run that right underneath what we just did, even lower onto the lid. As you can see, you're starting off with the really light colors and you're just building up to the very darkest. The very darkest color that we'll be using on this, honestly, is black. I'm leaving the center of my lid completely bare of any colors, just sort of flicking these inward to give a gradient towards the center because we're going to be patting on a really, really shimmery shadow right into the center. What's happening here? Like makeup's like, nah, bitch, you're not going to look good today. Not like I don't have anything to do or anything. Makeup is sticking so weird to this eye because of how it's watering. This eye has been a little bitch for the last month for me. Like bad. This eye has been a little bitch. It literally won't stop watering. It's so fucking irritating, dude. Now, the star of the show when it comes to brushes is this one here. And this is the Smith Cosmetics 302 brush. This frickin' brush though is everything because it's got this curve to it so you can really get right into the corner of your eyes. Now this one is a lip brush essentially, but I use it for eyeshadow as well. And so I'm going to dip into Fudge and Noir, which is honestly one of the blackest blacks I've ever used. Tap off any excess so you don't get a ton of fallout. And I'm taking it right into the corner of the eye. Now because this is a flat brush, it doesn't blend colors like out, like smoke them out, but it places the color really well. And so the main pigment is down in this very, very inner corner. And then I'm just sort of lightening my pressure a little bit as I flick it inwards. And we're gonna blend that in, don't worry. Not that you were worried, because it's really not that serious. But just on the mobile lid. Look patchy. I love watering eyes, it's fun. I take any sort of blending brush, this is the Luxie 229, and just buff the edges so there's not that super harsh line. There's gonna be a clear distinction because between black and that like orangey warm tone brown, but you just don't want the line to be like so hard. You can see with each layer you put down it gets blacker and blacker and blacker because you blend a bit of it away when you blend off the edges. So I can suck a dick right now. I mean honestly, so many dicks. So then once you have pretty much the darkest parts down, I then take more of that Morocco and more of that soft peach sort of mixed together, sort of blend them together, tap off the excess, and then blend it up right above what we just did to really soften that out if there were any harsh edges. This eye just doesn't want to look good ever, so I just don't think I think we're gonna have one really good looking eye and the other one will be slightly mediocre. Now that the matte shades are down, what I did before is I take these two shades. Now you can see they look janky as shit, and that is because I use liquid with them. So I'll show you what I do. I take any sort of setting spray. For this, I'm using the Pixi by Petra Glow Mist. You can get this at Target. You can use anything though, like some people use MAC Fix Plus, other people use water, some people use eye drops. I'm using this because it's what I have in front of me. And so I just spray a little bit down, dip my brush into it. I'm gonna use the same brush that I put down the black and the dark brown. And I really saturate the shit out of my brush. And then I dip it into these. So I'm gonna start with this one here. And that is Pink Champagne. And when you do this step, it turns the shadow into a paint-like consistency. So you get the literal most pigment payoff. I like that. So I just pat that right onto the very center, and this is why we didn't do the center of the lid. This is what a halo eye is. The dark outside, the dark inside, and the bright center. Now I really concentrate it right onto the center of the lid. And then when my product starts to run out a little bit, I've deposited most of the pigment. I wipe off a lot of the excess, and then I just start sort of patting it into the other colors we did very, very gently. And we're gonna go over the edges of this with some more matte shadows. I'm bringing this up a little higher because I like it to be able to be seen a little bit higher. So you can see that it's almost got a wet look to it. Then you can dip into a little bit of that chic color in the same palette, which is that one. And pat it right over the center. Even more, so you've got a gradient of the shimmery colors as well. Now, you've got those colors down, and you want to blend them into the matte shades that we have on the outer side. So taking some of that Fudge and Noir, just a little bit on a fluffy brush, and just patting it right onto the center edges of that. It just gradients in next to that. That doesn't make any sense. It just blends the edge of the shimmer into the matte shades without that super harsh line. Now that we've got all of these colors down and the top lids are done, taking any sort of brush and wiping away the excess powder underneath the eyes. This also wipes away any of the fallout from the black shades. Voila! Now for the under eyes, and Fudge and Morocco just blended together, running that underneath my lower lash line. Only on the inner and the outer as well. Same as we did with the top. We're basically gonna repeat the exact same thing underneath our eyes. Just won't stop watering. Look at that. Don't worry, when you get the lashes and everything on, this will look way less shit. I didn't do any wing liner with this. All I did was I took a black waterliner and I lined my upper waterline. Then on my lower, I did black on the outside, black on the inner, and then white in the center. For this, I'm using the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash and my Koko lashes in Risque, and I will be right back. So when I did the picture for Instagram, I had freckles all over my face and a lot of highlight. So for the freckles, I used the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Brunette. This is a really, really good dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. That's what it's called. So basically, I just sort of warm it up on the back of my hand to get it working and start twisting it where I place it on my face. I've been drawing fake freckles on for literal years now. I started off using the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but honestly, it's just a little expensive to be working with like this. You can use like dip brow. You can use any product that you have. You don't have to use one of these pencils, but I find because it's like the shape of a freckle, it's a little round dot, just twisting it on your face and just like fast going like this, honestly gets the job done so fast. Plus it's such a light deposit of color that it doesn't look super fake, and especially if you pat it out with your fingers after you're done, like this, it melts right into your foundation and honestly it just looks super real. So I was looking at my previous post on Instagram to see what I had used on my lips so I could fully recreate the look. I used OFRA Cosmetics Dubai liquid lipstick mixed with Chocolate Wasted from Dose of Colors. I don't think I'm gonna toss a little gloss on top because let's be real. I don't like my edges to be too harsh. So once the liquid lipstick starts to dry, I sort of feather the edges. I myself am personally not a fan of like super harsh edges on nudier colored lipsticks. So when I said that I mixed it with Chocolate Wasted, I do believe that I put the Chocolate Wasted just in the center of my lips and sort of blended it out. That seems like something I'd do, doesn't it? It's a pretty Kristi move. I like a matte lip, but I'm also gonna take a little bit of gloss because I'm feeling a little glossy today. I'm just gonna put it on the very edge of my lips. I'm gonna spray my face with the Pixie by Petra Glow Mist. And this is the finished makeup look. Super easy. Okay, not super easy, if I'm being honest with you, but super flattering. I love wearing this. This is one of my favorite things to wear, especially with a snapback, like a leather jacket, faux leather. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, my last video, I posted an announcement for a giveaway, so if you missed that, make sure that you go enter the giveaway. All of the rules will be in my last video, so make sure you watch that, subscribe, and enter the giveaway because there's some good prizes. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys all so, so much, and I will see you at my next video.